Assalamu alaikum, Husna Khan.
Assalam.
Oh, like a little clip. I like the clip. Instead of this, I can just do this.
Yeah.
This makes a crunchier sound. Unit 9, girl. Unit 9 is hard. It's short, but it's hard. We're going to do a lot of work. It's going to require you to use your brain, which I know is difficult, but inshallah we'll get through it somehow. Okay? Now, repeat after me. Huwa kana, huma kana, hum kanu.
Huwa kana, huma kana, hum kanu.
Go on.
Hiya kanat, huma kanata.
Now I'll help you with hunna. Hunna kunna.
Okay.
Hunna kunna.
Hunna kunna. Anta
Use hunna as a aid. As an aid.
kunta.
Yes, kunta. Anta kunta.
Anta kunta. Antuma kunta.
Kuntuma.
Kuntuma. Antum kuntumu.
Kuntum, girl. What happened to you? Nasartum. Why are you nasartum?
Kuntum.
Speak up. Speak up.
Okay,
Speak up. Speak up. Speak up. Speak up.
Kuntum.
Good.
Okay. Anti kunti. Antuma kuntuma. Antuna kunna.
Kuntunna.
Kuntuna. Okay. And
What happened to you?
I don't know.
Ana?
Ana kuntu. Nahnu kunna.
Start over, loud and fast.
Okay. Huwa kana. Huma kana. Hum kanu. Hiya kanat. Huma kanata. Hunna kunna. Anta kunta. Antuma kuntuma.
That's not fast.
Antum kuntum. Anti kunti. Antuma kuntuma. Antuna kuntunna. Ana kuntu. Nahnu kunna.
Okay, good. Kana means he was. Kana means
He was.
he was. In Arabic, the word is invisible. When I say Allahu, for example, Akbar, that's a mubtada and a khabar. Allah is Akbar. You've done this before in Unit 7.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's is. But the word kana is, what does it mean? Was. Was is obviously not invisible.
Okay.
Okay? Now, kana is like a past tense. This is a huge lag. This is a problem. Yeah, I did that like 2 minutes ago. You guys gonna fix this? Okay. So kana is a past tense. You remember you actually conjugated it just like huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru, hiya nasarat. You did huwa kana, huma kana, hum kanu, hiya kanat. Its present tense is actually yakunu.
Okay.
Okay. So yakunu is huwa yakunu. Try it.
Huwa yakunu. Huma yakunani.
Good. Why is it so slow?
I don't know. Huwa yakunu. Huma yakunani. Hum yakununa.
Good.
Anti.
Hiya, girl.
Oh, sorry. Hiya. Yakunu. Huma takunani. Hunna.
Yakunna.
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 Okay, start over.
Okay. Huwa yakunu. Huma yakunani. Hum yakununa. Hiya takunu. Huma takunani. Hunna yakunna. Anta takunu. Antuma takunani. Antum takununa.
Good.
Anti takunina. Antuma takunani. Antuna takununa.
No. What was hunna?
Hunna takunna.
Hunna.
Oh, yakunna.
Yakunna. So what's antunna?
Takunna.
Okay.
Okay. Takunna. Ana akunu.
Good.
Nahnu nakunu.
Okay. Huwa kana again.
Huwa kana. Huma kana. Hum kanu. Hiya kanat. Huma kanata. Hunna kunna.
Good.
Anta kunta. Antuma kuntuma. Antum kuntum. Anti kunti. Antuma kuntuma. Antuna kuntunna.
Yes.
Ana kuntu. Nahnu kunna.
Very good. Okay. Now, kana means what? He was. That's what kana means. When a sentence begins with a fi'l, it is called a jumla fi'liya. When a sentence begins with an ism, it is called a jumla ismiya. The problem though is that kana, even though we could change it like a fi'l, it's kind of an incomplete fi'l. Because when you say he ate, he slept, he cried, he went, those are all complete ideas.
Mm-hmm.
But when you say he was, it's kind of an incomplete idea. When you say he was tired, that's a complete idea.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So kana is part of a group of fi'l that are incomplete.
Okay.
In Arabic, when something is incomplete or kind of missing something, it's called naqis. It's called what?
Naqis.
Naqis. Okay. So the word is naqis. When something is incomplete, it is called
Naqis.
naqis. Okay. Deficient, incomplete, missing something.
Mm-hmm.
He is missing something. You understand why it's missing something? As
Because
opposed to,
he
let's say, he sat. That's kind of complete.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you don't know what he was.
Yeah, you
or
don't know what he
how
was. So if I say he became, is that naqis or is that complete?
Naqis.
That's naqis. Because what did he become? Or if I say he remained, what did he remain
Naqis.
sad? Or did he remain happy? What did he remain? It's kind of incomplete. You with me? Okay. So words like he became, or he remained, or he was still, not he was still as in he was still, but he was still angry, he was
Yeah.
still happy. He was, or he continued to be, something like that.
Mhm.
If he continued to be, those are all naqis. Because they're not, or even the negative, like he is not. When you say he's not, is that complete or incomplete?
Incomplete.
That's incomplete. So those are the family of fi'l. There's only a few of them that you have to learn. Maybe I'll teach you just the few that occur in the Quran, that's it.
Okay.
And those words are actually considered naqis, even though they're fi'l, they come in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and they're considered part of a jumla ismiya.
Okay.
They're not considered part of a jumla
Fi'liya.
fi'liya. They make a jumla ismiya. So if you see kana, and somebody says, what kind of sentence is it a part of? You're automatically 100% of the time gonna say jumla
Ismiya.
ismiya.
Okay.
And you know that a jumla ismiya is made up of a mubtada and a khabar.
Khabar.
Okay? Now they work just like a fi'l, but the labels are different. Okay? The way that it works, for example, is, if I say Kaana al-ustadhu, let's just say farihan. Ustad means teacher, farih means happy. Okay? So let me put a sentence underneath it so you can compare the two. Al-ustadhu farihun. That's a simple sentence. Al-ustadhu farihun. What kind of sentence is this? This is a jumla ismiya.
Ismiya.
It's made up of a mubtada and a
Khabar.
khabar. The mubtada is usually proper, the khabar is usually common. That's why you put what in between them? Is. So the teacher is happy. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, if you look up, the sentence I wrote is Kaana al-ustadhu farihan. Kaana means on its own what? He was.
Was.
He was. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you learned that there is an inside doer and there is an outside doer. But there's only two kinds of inside doers that can be replaced. Do you
Huwa
remember
and
that?
hiya.
Good. Huwa and hiya. Kana has huwa in it,
Uh-huh.
which means it possibly can be replaced. How do you replace an inside doer with an outside doer?
If the outside doer is after
And?
Rafa.
Good. Al-ustadhu, therefore, is the outside doer.
Uh-huh.
Because al-ustadhu is, in fact, after and rafa.
Uh-huh.
But instead of calling it the fa'il, if you call
Okay.
it the fa'il, this becomes a fi'il.
Fi'l.
And if this is a fi'il and a fa'il, this is a jumla what?
Fi'liya.
Fi'liya. But we already said we're not going to call this a jumla fi'liya.
Fi'liya.
We're going to have to call this a jumla
Ismiya.
ismiya. So even though it works exactly the same way, inside doer, outside doer, the whole thing is exactly the same because it is a fi'il at the end.
Mm-hmm.
We have to use different labels.
Okay.
That's the only difference, okay? So functionally, it's exactly the same, but label-wise, officially, we have to call it something else. So here's what we do. We say kana is the mubtada.
Mm-hmm.
Al-ustadu is instead of saying the fa'il or the doer of kana, I'm going to say al-ustadu is the ism of kana.
Okay.
Instead of saying fa'il or doer, I'm going to say what? Ism. Kana and its ism.
Okay.
Kana and its ism. Kana and its ism go together and make the khabar. Okay?
Okay.
Sometimes the ism of kana is an inside ism. Sometimes the ism of kana is an How do you know when's the only time you can have an outside ism?
When it's after rafa.
When it's after and rafa. And what kind of version of kana should you have to have
Who
to
are
even look for an outside ism?
Who are here?
Huwa or hiya. Meaning exactly the same as jumla fi'liya.
Mm-hmm.
Except now, kana al-ustadhu together is your mubtada.
Okay.
Kana al-ustadhu is your
Mubtada.
mubtada. Okay? Now, farihan, notice what changed. Farihan is nasb status.
Mm-hmm.
In jumla fi'liya, when something was nasb status, you called it a detail.
Yeah.
And actually, if you think about it, who was? Ustad was. It's the doer. What was he? Give me some details. He was.
happy.
So farihan technically is like a detail.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to call it a maf'ul or a maf'ul bihi or fi, nothing. You know why? Because if I call this a maf'ul, then I'm saying that this is a fi'l, and therefore I'm saying that this is a jumla
Fairly.
fi'liya. We can't do that.
Okay.
Okay? So we're going to have to come up with a new term for what?
Farihan.
Farihan. Do you understand why it's nasb?
Yeah.
Okay. Kana al-ustadhu is the mubtada. Farihan is the Kana al-ustadhu is the mubtada. Farihan is the
Khabar.
good khabar. But specifically we're going to call it the khabar of kana. The khabar of what?
Kana.
Kana.
Okay.
So al-ustadhu is the ism of kana and farihan is the khabar of kana. So when you have kana, you're looking for two things. You're looking for the ism of kana and you're looking for the khabar of kana. When you find the ism of kana, kana and its ism together make up what?
The mubtada.
Mubtada. And then you find the khabar of kana, which is going to be what status? Nasb.
Nasb.
Now compare. I'm going to make it smaller so you can compare. The original sentence was al-ustadhu farihun. Weren't both sides rafa?
Yeah.
But once you add a kana, the ism of kana is rafa, but the khabar of kana is
Nasb.
nasb. So you take any sentence that used to be A is B. Ustad is happy. The teacher is happy. And you want to make it the teacher was happy. That's how you do it.
Okay.
This is the teacher was happy as opposed to the teacher
Is happy.
is happy. You got it? Okay. So I'm going to give you a regular sentence and you make it into a kana sentence. Sadiq means truthful. What does al-muslimuna sadiquna mean?
The Muslims are truthful.
Yes, the Muslims are truthful. I want to say the Muslims were truthful.
Okay. كان المسلمون صادقين.
You got the idea. Very good. Kana remained huwa version because the outside ism
Outside ism.
is rafa. So you didn't have to make it into kanu or anything like that. Kana al-muslimuna is what part of this sentence?
مبتدأ.
Mubtada. Sadiqina is the khabar.
of kana.
Here's you just call this guy kana. You call this guy what? Muslimuna. What do you call al-muslimuna in the sentence?
اسم of kana.
Ismu kana. Just simple ismu kana.
اسم kana.
And sadiqina,
خبر of kana.
khabaru kana.
Okay.
Ismu kana,
And
khabaru
خبر of
kana. Okay.
Okay.
Khabaru kana is like saying khabar of kana. You made it a mudaf ilayh. Khabaru kana. Okay. So kana al-muslimuna sadiqina. I'll give you another one. Allahu ghafurun rahimun. What does it mean?
Allah is
Good.
غفورا is forgiving.
Extremely forgiving. Giving?
Oh, extremely forgiving and
Always.
always merciful.
Okay. Fine.
Uh,
Allah was or has always been. Kaana.
كان الله غفورا رحيما.
Wonderful. كان الله غفورا رحيما. Okay. الإنسان كفور. Kafur means extremely ungrateful. What is this saying?
The person,
The human being
the human being, is ungrateful.
is extremely ungrateful.
Is extremely ungrateful. Okay.
The human being was extremely ungrateful.
كان الإنسان كفورا.
Sorry. That's actually an ayah of the Quran. كان الإنسان كفورا. Okay. Now, هو عليكم رقيب. هو عليكم رقيب. Before we do anything, tell me what this is. جملة اسمية or جملة فعلية?
اسمية.
Good. What are its parts?
هو is the مبتدأ.
Wonderful. Well done.
عليكم is the متعلق بالخبر.
Why is it متعلق بالخبر? You're right.
Because of the مضاف and the مضاف.
No, it's not مضاف مضاف إليه, girl.
Because of the, jar majrur.
That's like the fourth time you've called the jar majrur مضاف مضاف إليه. Next time it's a nose pull. Raqib.
Okay. رقيب is the خبر.
Good. Raqib means watchful.
Okay.
Watchful. What is this saying?
He is watchful upon you.
Over you.
Over you.
He's watchful over you. He's watchful especially over you because this is متعلق بالخبر مقدم. So especially over you, he is watchful. Okay, he was watchful especially over you.
كان
Good.
هو عليكم رقيبا.
Tell me, what's the inside doer of, or the inside ism of Kaana?
هو.
And what's the outside?
هو.
Did you need the outside anymore?
No.
Because huwa is already where?
Inside, so you could say كان عليكم رقيبا.
Yep. The past tense version of huwa alaykum raqiban, alaykum raqibun, is kana alaykum raqiban. And you translate this as what? He was. Because there's no outside doer. So when you have a huwa or anta or nahnu or something, like a pronoun, and you want to make it into a was sentence, then just use the conjugated version of kana.
Okay.
Okay? So let's practice that a little bit. If I say antum, what does antum mean, girl?
You all.
Na'im means sleeping. Antum na'imun means?
You all are sleeping?
Yes, antum is the mubtada and na'imuna is the khabar.
Okay.
I want to say all of you were sleeping. I don't want to say all of you are sleeping. I want to say all of you were sleeping.
كنتم
Wonderful. You get the idea.
نائمين.
Wonderful. Can't say kuntum na'imuna. That's wrong. Now let's do the i'rab. This is antum na'imuna, antum is mubtada, na'imuna is khabar. Both are supposed to be rafa. What's going on here?
Okay. كنتم is the مبتدأ.
Good. And kuntum is the mubtada is made up of how many things?
2.
Yes, good.
أنتم is the ism of كنت.
Yes. The ضمير مستتر تقديره أنتم is the ism of Kaana. Okay. Then نائمين
نائمين is the خبر كنتم.
Yeah, you can say خبر كنتم, خبر كان, doesn't matter.
خبر
خبر
كان.
كنتم منصوب. خبر كنتم, and you have to make it nasab.
Mhm.
So خبر كنتم منصوب. Got it?
Mhm.
Okay. Very nice. نحن. Okay. Let's do أنا. No, let's do Allahu. No, we did Allahu already.
Mhm.
I'll give you a hard one. Okay, أنا شهيد. I am witness.
كنت شهيدا.
Well done. كنت شهيدا. Give me the breakdown. What are the parts?
Okay, كنت is the مبتدأ.
Good.
شهيدا is the خبر كان.
كنت is the مبتدأ. شهيدا is the خبر كان. What's the اسم كان?
اسم كان is أنا. ضمير مستتر تقديره أنا.
ضمير مستتر تقديره أنا. Well done. Great introduction to Kaana. بارك الله لي ولكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.